So let's talk about the storm. The overnight storm, the heavy rain brought quite the lightning show around San Diego County. Water rescues, rough driving conditions all hit around midnight. So now we're getting reports of many downed trees and even road closures.
CBS 8's Abby Black live in Mission Valley, where the city is keeping a road closed until the storm all passes here, right, Abby?
This stretch of road here on Riverwalk Drive at Avenida del Rio that goes under the 163 has been closed. The city closed it ahead of the storm to try to prepare for it. We are behind the Fashion Valley Mall near Bloomingdale's, and they have it closed from Avenida del Rio under the 163 to the nearby Doubletree Hotel. Now, the city says with more rain on the way, they want to keep it closed. We started getting reports of flooding and lightning last night around midnight. These are spectacular images of lightning captured by UC San Diego campus photographer Eric Jepson near the Scripps Pier. Look at that, just magnificent. We also have a dash cam video of the lightning show that struck across the county. You can also see the rain drenching the roads, making it pretty tough to drive. And El Cajon Heartland Fire and Rescue say that they rescued a woman and her dog from the flooded waters underneath the Billy Mitchell Road near Gillespie Field Airport. Now, after sunrise, we spotted a downed tree about 15 to 20 feet in East Village at 10th and F Streets. The city says that much of the flooding has subsided and there's been minimal damage. A spokesperson says that they did receive a handful of reports. They prepared for the storms by clearing storm drains and other potential hazards, and they continue to be on standby for any damage.
We have crews going around the city, making sure that there are no fallen trees, no water accumulating anywhere, and that there's no more buildup in the storm water. So it's been a constant just patrolling around the city, making sure that the streets are clear. Really, the top priority is safety.
Now that we're seeing more people out here on the road, you still want to be careful for any downed trees or any other type of damage. The city says that if you see any damage, please let them know. You can report it immediately on the Get It Done app. They do have people monitoring the app, and as well as you can call the city at 619-527-7500. Now, if you do need to get around this area, the detours, the detour around here at Riverwalk Drive and Avenida del Rio, and then the most common street that we always see closed, that's the other closure that's just west of us, it's at Avenida del Rio and Camino de la Reina. They do have that closed, so if you need to get around here, just use Friars Road. Reporting live in Mission Valley, Abby Black, CBS8.
All right, Abby, thank you for that. And yes, it has been a very busy morning for officers on the roads.
CBS 8's Regina Yorita has been following a crash in Mira Mesa where a driver went through a brick wall, causing some extensive damage to a home in that area, Regina.
Yeah, that's correct. And we have been talking to the property owner and her husband, who were inside their home sleeping at the time when that crash happened. Of course, the crash startled them. They woke them up. But I want to show you the damage that crash left behind. This is on the 7500 block of Mira Mesa Boulevard. That car crash left this brick wall with 2 large holes. Right now, that car is no longer here. It got cleared out after SDPD arrived on scene. But it is shocking to see this image. This is all the debris from this wall that collapsed after a man driving a Honda crashed into it. The impact was pretty bad because you can see there are damages to the back side of this home. That's the exterior side. This wall helps block the backyard of this house from that busy main street on Mira Mesa Boulevard. Now, those glass windows on that house are cracked open. There are pieces of glass everywhere. You can still see parts of the vehicle within this debris. But I want to show you video so you can see what that vehicle looked like after this crash. It was left completely totaled. San Diego police says this all started around 12:30 at midnight. A 21-year-old man driving a Honda somehow lost control of his vehicle. Nearby witnesses tell police the man was speeding at the time. His car first hit a portion of the wall, then spun and hit another section. That's likely why we're seeing 2 large holes on that brick wall. Once paramedics arrived on scene, they drove the man to the hospital. SDPD says the driver is recovering from serious life-threatening injuries, but we are told this is not alcohol related. Now, almost 2 hours after this crash happened, CHP responded to a deadly truck accident on the southbound Interstate 15 near the 805 connector. According to CHP, the woman driving the truck had been speeding under wet road conditions. At one point, the truck spun, overturned, hit a tree, and then caught on fire. And unfortunately, we are told that driver driver did not survive. So Caltrans and CHP had blocked off that area for several hours, causing some slight delay for that morning commute. But back out here, we are being told that that area is now open for anybody driving in that area. But as for this portion of this accident, I mean, the property owners are going to have to clean up this mess. They're going to have to worry about this just days before the holidays, which they said they were very heartbroken about. They were calling their insurance. They obviously did not want to be on camera. They're just very upset about the whole situation, but fortunately they are okay. I should also mention that CHP says, you know, with the rain that hit last night, obviously the conditions are pretty wet out here, so the last thing you want to do is be speeding under these pretty wet conditions. So of course, if you are driving today, definitely slow down, pay attention to the road, and most importantly, wear your seatbelt. I also want to mention that CHP will start their maximum enforcement period later this evening. That's the latest here. I'll send things back to you guys.